The original Super Nintendo from 1991 was a great console, and with the recent news of the Snes Classic having 21 great Super Nintendo games, you really can't go wrong. There are some games that should definitely be on there that just aren't. In this video, I'm gonna list some games that I wish were on this upcoming console. So here's a go. Number 1 on my list would be Sunset Riders for the Super Nintendo. This is a great game, and it's a run and gun game just like Contra or anything else, and it's pretty fun. Except it takes place in a cowboy world, and it would have been great to have this game on the Super Nintendo Classic. Unfortunately, in real life, this cartridge by itself is worth about $80. So just playing it straight out of the box would have been great, and it's a fun game, but probably not worth $80 like you would probably buy a physical copy for. So it would have been great. It's a really fun game, and it's great two-player co-op fun. So yeah, so you can't go wrong with that. Now this next game, I don't actually have. One reason would be it's super expensive. I'm talking about EVO, the Search for Eden for the Super Nintendo. This is a great game in which you evolve from a fish into a human, and it's super fun, and it's super long, and it's an RPG game, kind of like what's it called? Spore. So yeah, we've talked about this game a lot on this channel, and it's a pretty good game. Lots of hours and lots of entertainment for the whole family, and it doesn't get irritating. It doesn't get as irritating as a 9-year-old red-headed Rodney Dangerfield. Let's just say that. Anyways, it's a great game, and you should totally have it in your collection, or download a ROM online, because it's like $300 for a physical copy, and no one has that money. Ain't nobody got time for that. The next one would be Shaq Fu. You can't. Everyone loves me some Shaq Fu. Everyone loves some Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu, great game for the Super Nintendo. It has everything. It has Shaquille O'Neal, and you can't go wrong with Shaquille O'Neal, except for Shaq's cream soda. It's all right. It's not the best cream soda, but they're certainly better. And I would give it a juicy 4 out of 10 Shaquille O'Neals. 4 out of 10 Shaquille O'Neals. And the game is exactly the same. It's not that good, but it would have been great to have on the Super Nintendo Classic, because it's such a great game. It's such a great game that it's terrible. So good that it's terrible. So great that it's just garbage. It's a garbage game. Don't. By the way, they're making like a reboot, Shaq Fu, and it's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be on the Xbox One, and yeah, I can't wait. So awesome. Next is Gorgon Troop. This is a great co-op game. As you can see, I love me some co-ops, and I think that'd be great to have on the Super Nintendo Classic. Gorgon Troop is a great game. It's very underrated. You can usually get it for about $12 to $15, and it's a great co-op game. There's about, I don't know, I think there's like 5 levels, but it's a long game, and you'll definitely have fun with this one. It kind of reminds me of the classical Legend of Zeldas on like Link to the Past and the original NES one, and it's a great co-op game, and it's from Capcom, so it's a Capcom Disney game, so you know that it's ought to be good. I've beaten it once, and it's a fun game all around. What else can I say? Donkey Kong Country 1 is a great game. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've beaten it once. It's amazing. Donkey Kong Country 2 though, I don't know. It's a different question. It's its own little thing. This is a great game. It's amazing. I personally like the first one the most, but the third one can just die in a fire. No one cares about the third one, honestly. But Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest is a great game. And honestly, it should have been on there, but maybe they only wanted 1 game per franchise, excluding Mario, because you have Mario Kart, Mario RPG, Mario World, and all those things. So, yeah. Anyways, Donkey Kong Country 2 should have been on there. It's a great game, and it's amazing, and it's pretty good. Honestly, thing is that Donkey Kong Country 2, everything about it is better than the first one, except the first one is the first one. So it's a good sequel, except the first one gets all the love because it's the first one in the series. But Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, great game. Just, I only got like halfway through it and then stopped. Donkey Kong Country 2, it's good. It's good. Another one that they should have had was the original SimCity. This is a great game and with tons of hours of enjoyment, and yeah, it's a good game. They probably just didn't get like the legal things for it though, but yeah, it's a great game on the Super Nintendo, and even if you have a actual Super Nintendo, you should totally get this because it's cheap, it's fun, and it's my personal favorite SimCity game. And I don't usually like SimCity games, or even The Sims, but I love this game. This is the game. This is good game, very good. Mario All-Stars should have been on this Super Nintendo Classic. It's a great game, and it has Mario 1, 2, 3, and even the Lost Levels. And I can't believe they didn't even have this. One reason I could think why they didn't have it was because they have the Nintendo Classic, which had Mario 1, 2, and 3, and that would probably cause some mishaps and other stuff like that, and that would be a problem because they'd be going against their own products, pretty much, with having the revamped, remastered Super Mario 1, 2, and 3 on here, and then having the classical on the NES Classic Edition. So, I don't know, but this would have been great, and yeah, I got mine complete in box, because, you know, I'm cool. Great game, tons of fun, 4 games all in one, so even if you added this game, you would still have like 25 games on the Super Nintendo Classic. That's like almost the same as the NES Classic. And people keep complaining that the Super Nintendo Classic has less games. What's with that? Seriously, what is with that, Nintendo? Like, you have a flash disc on your small little classic console, and you can't put like 4 more megabytes on it? Seriously? Seriously? What is wrong with you, Nintendo? What is wrong with you? Honestly, 21 classic Super Nintendo games for $80 isn't a bad deal, if you can get it for that price. I just hope that they don't have such a low supply that they'll have to can it and then start production on the N64 Mini Classic Edition, whatever. Honestly, the N64 Classic Edition would be super neat. I would totally buy it if it had the best game of all time. Lego Racers.